Picture this. A teenage prince grips his sword hilt and charges straight into his own mother's army. Blood soaks the plains of Guimarães. Screams pierce the summer air on St. John's Eve. This is no soap opera betrayal. This is the Battle of São Mamede, the raw, brutal spark that ignited the birth of Portugal. But hold on, forget the Hollywood myths you've heard. No lone hero slapping his evil Queen Mom on the battlefield. No dramatic curses echoing over the dead. That's legend, spun by centuries of schoolbooks and folk tales. Welcome to medieval crazy history. Today, we slice through the BS with cold, hard facts from past medieval chronicles, like the Chronicle of the Goths and top historians Mattoso, Luís Carlos Amaral, Alexandre Herculano. Who was Dona Teresa really? Powerless puppet or power-hungry visionary? Was Afonso Henriques a destined founder or Baron's teenage frontman? We'll debunk every myth, step by bloody step. By video's end, you'll know why São Mamede wasn't just mommy issues, it was factions clashing for a kingdom's soul. Hit that like button if you're geared for unfiltered medieval madness. Grab your shield. Let's storm the field. Dona Teresa of Leon, the so-called dragon lady of Portuguese law. Born around 1070, illegitimate daughter of Afonso VI, mighty king of Leon and Castilla. Married off to Henry of Burgundy, a French crusader knight. When Henry dies in 1112, she inherits the county of Portugal, that rugged land north of the Douro, today's northern Portugal. For 16 long years, she rules it like her own realm. Facts first, straight from charters and chronicles. Teresa fortifies key castles Montemoro Velha, Sour. She expands south, chipping away at Moorish territories in the Reconquista. Her scribes craft documents in her sole name, sometimes styling her Queen of Portugal or even Queen of Leon and Portugal. This isn't some shy regent. She's building a power base, negotiating with popes, granting lands to loyal vassals. Ambitious! Absolutely. Now, the game changer, Fernão Pérez de Trova, top Galician noble from the powerful Trova house, political ally, and likely lover. Together, they craft a bold vision, fuse Galicia and Portugal into a northwest Iberian powerhouse, rivaling La N. Trova gets key tenancies, lordships, in Portuguese lands. Teresa leans on Galician muscle for her wars. But here's where myths creep in. Myth number 1. Teresa was a weak woman, puppet mastered by her Galician lover. Total nonsense. Surviving diplomas show her calling the shots, signing off on donations, leading campaigns. Trova boosts her clout, sure, but she's no marionette. Historians like Mattoso note her active chancellery and diplomatic savvy. Myth 2. She betrayed Portugal, selling it out to foreigners. Halt up. The modern nation Portugal didn't exist in her mind. Portugal was a county under loose Leonese suzerainty. Her Galician tilt. Pragmatic politics to carve independence from Big Brother Leon. Locals resented Trova's influence. Yeah, but calling it treasonous 19th century national clocking. Teresa's rule alienates northern barons between Douro and Minho. They see their turf slipping to outsiders. Whispers grow around her son. Afonso. The stage is set for collision. Enter Afonso Henriques, born 1109 in Guimarães, the beating heart of Portugal. Son of Teresa and Henry. But don't picture a crown prince in luxury. He's raised amid frontier wars. Tutor Baigas Monis, the legendary Rei de Portugal tutor who supposedly chained himself for his pupil's ransom later. Afonso grows up horsebreaking, sword training, absorbing baronial grudges. By his mid-teens, he's no mere boy. Nor the noblest Sousa Leo family, Ribadaro lords, rally around him. Why? Teresa's Galician favouritism stings. Trova men snag prime tenancies, sidelining locals. These Portugalense barons want their slice, their autonomy. Key ally, Paio Mendes, fiery Archbishop of Braga, he hates Leonese meddling in his church, sees Afonso as ticket to independence. Pai chronicles hint at secret councils in northern castles, plotting against the regent's court. This brews through the 1120s. Skirmishes flare. Afonso's men seize outposts. Teresa responds with force. It's faction versus faction, using blood ties as cover. This is where myths die. Myth 1. Afonso, single-handed, rebels against his tyrannical mom at 18. Romantic bunk. The Crónica dos Godos and later sources describe collective action. Barons hoist Afonso as their legit front. He's the symbol, they're the muscle and money. Myth 2. Just a dysfunctional family quarrel. Laughable. This is regional realpolitik. Portugalense elites versus Galician intruders with Leonese overlords looming. Afonso's the spark. Barons fan the flames. By early 1120, lines harden. Feldtogs collapse armies muster. Guimarães beckons. The son, or his backers, draws first blood against the mother's regime. Quick pause in the battle. Where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in comments below. Guimarães? Porter, across the globe. Subscribe now, point your phone camera at the QR code on screen. Join the crazy medieval army. The fuse burns hot through the 1120s. No sudden explosion. São Mamede caps years of shadow war. Teresa doubles down, grants juicy fiefs to Trova loyalists, raids rebel holdings. Afonso's faction hits back, ambush on supply lines, castle grabs like that at Celerico. Sources, patchy. Victor's chronicles gloss over details, but charters show defections. Barons switch to Afonso. Citing injustices, Teresa besieges strongholds. Afonso counters with guerrilla strikes. Were there peace bids? Historians speculate yes. Some texts hint at partition talks, split the county. Mom keeps south, son takes north. Pride and distrust kill them. Fernão Pairs pushes hardline. Portugalense barons smell weakness. Propaganda machine revs up. Afonso's camp brands Trova foreign wolves devouring our lands. Teresa calls rebels ungrateful traitors to blood and crown. Classic medieval spin, both sides claim God and right. Myth alert. Teresa plotted to hand half of Portugal to Galicia on a platter. Overblown. Yes, she lavished lands on Fernão. Tenancies at Neva, Lanhoso. But selling out. That's post-battle smear by winners to justify the coup. No treaty proves outright betrayal. It's vassalage politics. By June 1128, Guimarães' powder keg. Armies converge on São Mamede Plain. St. John's Day dawns. No turning back. Cue the stage, São Mamede Field. Outskirts of Guimarães Castle, Portugal's political nerve centre. Date locked. June 24th, 1128. Julian calendar. Feast of St. John the Baptist. Summer heat bakes the plain. Locals later swear they heard omens in the church bells. Armies. No Hollywood hordes of 10,000. Elite affair. Afonso Henriques, Portucalense barons mesnadas. Knights, mounted sergeants, footmen any estimates. Historians guess 300 to 800 total. Heavy on northern loyalty. Opposite, Teresa's host. Trova-led. Galician cavalry corps. Portuguese hangers-on. Similar numbers, maybe 400 to 700. Fernão Pairs commands front line. Teresa. Likely rear. Directing from fortified spot. Terrain favours ambush. Undulating fields, nearby woods for manoeuvre. Exact clash site, Still de Bain Chapel Hill. Archaeologists hunt mass graves in vain. No grand orations recorded. Just steel and grudge. Dawn breaks, lines form. The die is cast. Dawn cracks over São Mamede. Lines crash. What do sources say? Brutally little. The Crónica dos Godos, our earliest eyewitness-ish account, boils it down. Afonso Henriques and the Portugalenses met Teresa's forces near Guimarães and crushed them utterly. Likely play-by-play. Peace by historians. Afonso's men hold high ground or flank via woods. Portugalense cohesion. Locals fighting for home turf overwhelms Trova's Galicians. Cavalry charge falters in dust and melee. Fernão Pairs breaks first, fleeing north. Teresa's host shatters. Aftermath facts. Galicians routed to Galicia. Teresa defeated, possibly briefly held captive, then exiled across border. Afonso sweeps Guimarães com leites. Now, the fog of myth, where chronicles go silent, legends roar. Myth 1. Afonso spots mum on field, rides up, smacks her off horse. She curses, may your line end in shame. Epic? Sure. Real? Zero contemporary backing. Later ballads and chronicles embellish for drama Nordwölfse. Text mentions direct mother-son duel. Myth 2. Divine intervention. Saint Mamede appears, arms Afonso with heavenly sword from local chapel. Bodies pile like a Greek miracle. Pure hagiography, post facto saintly spin to bless the win. Myth 3. Afonso panics, flees mid-battle. Barons like Soeiro Mendes the Fat drag him back, shaming him to victory. Comes from 16th. Romances. Possible morale dip. Yeah, full rout and rescue. Unsubstantiated flair. Battle scale myth. Epic slaughter, rivers of blood. Nope. Small nightly scrap, dozens dead tops. No mass graves found. Winners exaggerated for glory. Truth. Tactical baronial upset. Portugalense unity trumps divided loyalties. No hero's ballad, just power shift sealed in mud. Victory dust settles. Teresa? Powerless. Exiled to Galicia by late 1128, dies their 1130 heart or poison. Sources coy. Trova house, gutted in Portugal. Fanuo licks wounds north of Minho. Afonso. Master no. storms Guimarães castle, his cradle-turned throne. Starts sinning as Princeps Portulense Prince of Portugal. Boldflex claims sovereignty. Sans Leonese nod. Reorganises. Rewards loyal barons with lands. Purges Trover sympathisers. Church. Payo Mendes rewarded with autonomy. Military ramps. Pushes south. Eyes Moorish frontier. This cascades. In 1139, at Arique, the Almoravids were rooted. Tradition says Christ appears, bids him king myth or morale boost. Either way, Afonso crowns self. 1143. Zamora Treaty, cousin Alfonso VII of Leon, grudgingly styles him King of Portugal, averts war. Mythbust, São Mamede births kingdom overnight. Wrong. It's power grab number 1. Arique adds divine polish. Zamora seals diplomacy. Chain reaction to nationhood. Afonso star soars, but ghosts linger. Portugal's cheeky proverb captures it. He beat a faction, not her personally. Folklore loves the slap. Afonso spies Teresa amid chaos, dismounts, whacks her helm. She spits curse. Your descendants will rot in dishonor. Juicy? Yeah. True? Smoke. No 12th century chronicle records family fisticuffs. Crónica mentions armies clashing, not Oedipal brawl. Later romances. The 5th, 10th and 16th centuries. Amp drama for taverns. Reality. Teresa likely commanded from rear safety. Defeat humbles her politically. Captured. Escorted out. Exiled to Galicia, where she fades. Afonso. No matricide-patricide vibes. Pragmatic win. This myth humanizes. Turns cold coup into Shakespearean tragedy. But strip it. Baron's house regent via her son. Dly. Convenient legitimacy tool. Teresa died in 1130 and was buried in Zamora. Legacy, villainized winner's tale. Eyes see nuanced ruler, outmaneuvered. São Mamede doesn't stand alone. It's Domino Wanpan, 1128 internal coup. Afonso Gregreb's Keynes, 1139 ou Ricaille, crushes Moorish army. Legend explodes. Christ manifests on battlefield, declares with this sign thou shalt conquer, crowns Afonso king, myth. Likely battle hype retrofitted by church scribes. Fact, boosts Rex claim, 1143. Zamora Treaty. Alfonso VII, Leonese powerhouse. Afonso's cousin recognises Afonso, king of Portugal and Silves. Buys peace amid crusades. Timeline myth Portugal born at miraculous Arique, romantic 19C. View, pushed by romantics like Herculano, initially. Shift, modern's Mattoso. Amaral spotlight São Mamede as pivot, internal unity enables external push. Without 1128 faction win. No unified front for Arique or Zamora diplomacy. São Mamede forges the power base. Sources, razor thin, biased. Crónica dos Godos, pro Afonso no trave, swash. Alexandre Herculano 90 uma tfoundig heavy. José Mattoso, factional chess, Portugalense barons versus Galician regency. Teresa is no villain, just a loser in the game of autonomy. Luís Carlos Amaral, São Mamede structures, northern identity crystallizes against South Galicia. Debates rage, battle nitty-gritty. Hypotheticals only. Teresa Afonso hate. Political, not personal venom. Trover sellout. Propaganda ver standard feudal grants. Archaeology. Zilch, no graves, weapons. Texts rule. Historians peel myth, not divine destiny. Aristocratic power shuffle births kingdom. Some Antpov nations forge in boardrooms and blood mud, not solo heroics. Complex beats cartoon, what shocks you? Teresa hard done by history. São Mamede over Arica's true birth. Drop comments Teresa victim or villain. Favourite myth debunked? Smash like for raw medievals. Subscribe. Next, Arique miracles exposed. Share with history nuts. The tale of Portugal marches on. Thanks for battling with us.